What's up, guys? It's Frank the Tank back with episode 232 of Room Tour Project, the series we show off some of the best setups to give you some ideas and inspiration for your own setup. If you see anything you like, I'll have all the links for you in the description down below so you can check them out. Got Cyber Monday tomorrow, so maybe you can find some stuff on sale, hopefully. But either way, we'll start it off now, 232. First up today, we have Giroux, and this one is one of those fan favorite closet conversion setups where maybe there wasn't enough room in the actual room. So all the setup gear fits nicely in the closet for this own personal gaming space. And with the use of the foam on the sides and on the back, I'm sure it sounds nice and, deaded and stuff, not a lot of reverb, but it also makes it look really cool. With the white light strip behind the monitors, it pretty much gives it just a really cool shadow and just depth to the background overall. So for the display here, he has an AOC 34-inch, 144Hz ultra-wide, mounted nicely and a good job on cable management, which I assume is behind those foam pads. And then for the peripherals, he's got the Duragod K320 keyboard with the Razer Viper Ultimate mouse and the Razer Goliathus extended mousepad. And in the background, you can see the Razer Nomo speakers. Then also for audio, up on the shelf above this setup is his headset, which is the Razer Nari. And that's then sitting on the Razer base station, that's their Chroma stand, right next to the PC. This is the Fractal Define Meshify C case. Understandably, we don't get the best shot at the inside because it's up so high you probably didn't want to take it down. We have a Ryzen 7 3700X CPU. Got their stock Wraith cooler on there, with 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM on an MSI XPG 570 Gaming Plus motherboard and an MSI RTX 2060 Super Gaming X graphics card. Losing my voice there real quick. Alright, but yeah, like I said, it's not your traditional setup by any means, but I love seeing ones like this that just take advantage of the space they have, the hardware they have, creating a nice setup and putting it discreetly in a closet. Next up is Graham, and Graham's talking my language with the plants, the wooden desk, and the topo wallpaper. Almost said mousepad. Speaking of which, I hear you guys loud and clear every single day. If you want my mousepad to come back in stock, just put your email in the little box there so you can be notified when it's back in stock, and maybe they'll restock it quicker. Wink, wink. And yeah, I think Graham needs himself a topo mousepad as well. So checking it out, he's going with the dual monitor setup, rocking both a 27-inch from Asus, with his primary being a Dell 27-inch that's clocked at 144Hz. So the primary on the right, but having them both there side by side, lined up. Then we'll talk audio real quick, because those desktop speakers, they're the JBL 306P. And hanging off the right side there, you can see the headphones, Beyerdynamic Deep T770 Pro. They're the 80 ohm version. And powering them, he has the FX Audio DAC X6 and the Focusrite Scarlett Solo 3rd Gen. Then for the rest of his desktop peripherals, he's rocking a custom build with a DZ60 PCB in a nice walnut case. Also got some gray die-sub keycaps with some of the accented walnut keycaps on there as well. And inside he has Gateron yellow switches with the Logitech G305 mouse. And then over to the PC, this is the NZXT H510i case with a nice custom marble wrap on it to kind of fit in with the sort of theme he's got going on. The nice wooden accents, the plants, the marble. It ties together with those sort of earthy textures and tones, you know what I mean? Got the Intel 9600KF CPU with an NZXT Kraken X52 AIO. It's also custom sleeved in the white tubing there, which looks really nice. 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance LPX RAM on an Asus Prime Z390A motherboard and an Asus Strix GTX 1660 Super, which he also custom painted white to fit in with the rest. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is artificial plants inside the PC. I hope that does not get caught up in a fan, because that would not be good. So like I've alluded to, it's all about the aesthetic. Yes, the splash of green is definitely nice throughout, but it's the little things like having the matching, wooden guitar on the wall, matching the finish on the desk. I like the camera, the keyboard, the blueprint up on the shelves there, which also match the desk. And then if he wants to switch it up, go with that earthy green wallpaper and stuff and just accent the plants even more. So it's a really good job in execution. I just wish the white balance was better in some of these photos, but that's a small request. Now we've got Havoc, and we had him on probably close to a year ago at this point, but I definitely wanted to see his 2020 changes because this setup is just a thing of beauty. I love those hexagon panels outlined with the LED lights behind it, and it's just a crazy, crazy setup. As you can see with that absolutely massive L-shaped desk, he's got the dual setups going on with his triple monitor setup towards the right side. Then on the left, he has a single monitor setup, plus a ton of nanolith Aurora light panels and just RGB everywhere. So we'll check out the primary setup first, featuring the Alienware 34-inch 1900R monitor in the middle with two 27-inch Dell monitors on each side. By the way, those RGB hexagons underneath are the Colo lights. I've showed those off, so you can check them out down below. And then down to his peripherals. Man, we got the KBD 67V2 Mark II keyboard with lubed drop Holy Panda switches and the Novelkeys Vaporwave keycap set on there. Nice and purple vibes going on with a custom Artisan Labs resin wrist rest. And for his mouse, you could see the glorious Model O, also paracorded, like the cotton candy paracord to also match the coil cable on the keyboard. And then in the back is the Razer Viper Ultimate. It's just chilling, charging, ready to be called upon. That mousepad is the Auromech Purple Storm with the Elgato Stream Deck there. And also for speakers, he has the Klipsch R15M. Then the headset peeking off the left side of your screen is the Corsair Void Pro wireless. And then checking out the beast that's powering all this is the NZXT H710 case in black. Got an Intel i9 9900K CPU with an NZXT Kraken X63 AIO. 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM on an MSI MEG Z390 Ace motherboard, then the EVGA 2080 Ti black GPU. And then over to the secondary setup, which of course is still no slouch, with a Samsung 4K 43-inch TV there being the primary monitor, if you will, with the DZ60 RGB keyboard with Telio switches and the Ducky Ultraviolet keycaps for the keyboard. Got the Model O wireless mouse on this side, on the Odin Gaming and Alexotos ZeroGravity 2 XL mousepad. Man, oh man, what a room. I loved it when I saw it. I guess probably around this time last year when I showed it off, like I said, and it's just so good. The pinks and the oranges and the purples, all very complementary colors, nice and warm feeling. And even in the daytime when like there's not a lot of RGB going on and it's more, bright and alive with the natural lighting, it still looks sick. So, my man Havoc, this is what's up. Now we've got Bruno, and fun fact, I showed Bruno off probably around 3 years ago, and his setup looked completely different to now. Now this 2020 variant, it's ridiculously cool. Let's see, quick rundown. Wall-mounted PC, those Cola lights mounted on each side of the TV, and the entire desk is one of those custom gaming PC desks. So, man, let's check this out. So first we have the 49-inch NanoCell 4K TV mounted above as the overhead. And then getting into his primary, it's an Acer Predator X34 with both the monitors on the left and right side being a Samsung 27-inch. Then if you look down into the desk itself, there's actually an additional built-in monitor. It might be hard to see, but it's the one right below the middle display, and that's a 25-inch from LG. And then above his primary display, he has a soundbar mounted. It's from Teufel, they're a German company. It's the Cinnabar 11. And then those massive standing speakers on each side of the desk are also from Teufel. They're the Ultima 40 Active. That is some serious hardware game. And then into his primary peripherals on his desktop, his keyboard is the Drevo Blademaster Pro. It's wireless and mechanical. Plus then he has Logitech G903 wireless. Now what's really interesting about his actual desk here is, as you can see with that kind of acrylic cutout, it says PS4 Pro. He actually pretty much like deconstructed his PlayStation Pro and has it now laid out and built into his desk. And then on the right side is where he has his custom PC integrated as well. This just blows my mind how cool it is. For the specs, he has an Intel i7 9900K CPU, 32 gigs of Adata XPG Spectrix RGB RAM, got the Asus ROG Maximus Formula 11 motherboard, with also the EVGA GTX 2080 Ti graphics card. And then for like the cooling and actual components and stuff to this, the water blocks from EK, the pumps are from Aqua Computer, and the radiator from AlphaCool. And I don't have direct specs of this crazy nice wall-mounted PC, but I'm pretty sure this was from his first submission, near, like I said, probably 3 years ago at this point. It does seem to be a bit updated. It looks like a lot more modern, but super nice looking with the RGB lights behind it and the all white. He's even got like displays built into it, so you can switch up the theme. As you saw before, it was like Need for Speed. Now it's Cyberpunk themed, and he's just rocking the PS5 underneath. Super jealous. I still can't get one. But this is just an absolute crazy gaming setup and one of the coolest gaming rooms you'll probably find out there. I love seeing stuff like this, and like I said, the entire room is just filled with a bunch of stuff. You can see he's even got like the Tron arcade game, a bunch of like collector's boxes and other gaming collectibles throughout the room. So man, I mean, how could you not look at this and think to yourself, damn. And then lastly from Japan, we've got Jorden M, and this one, I'm really liking the art on the wall. It's a super tidy and clean room, very nice aesthetic, and even though everything's pretty much like white and black, just those subtle splashes of color I think really pop and stand out in a good way. So for his monitor, it's an Acer Sigmaline 24.5 inch, and this is all being powered off of his laptop, which is the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14. It's a 1080p display, 144 Hz, so he could pretty much game on his primary display if he wants, and do some side work on here, or treat it like a dual monitor setup for productivity, getting work done, anything like that. Getting into his desktop hardware and peripherals, always spy the Elgato Stream Deck. That's like the one thing that always pops out to me immediately is when someone has a Stream Deck. The Creative Pebble speakers in white with the SteelSeries Arctis 7 headset, although it's not pictured. It also has the Drop Alt High Profile keyboard with Logitech G502 Lightspeed mouse. Then for his entertainment center, got an absolute massive TV, and can we appreciate that hardwood flooring? Damn, that's nice and rich looking, you know? But this is also where he plays a lot of his retro games. As you can see in the drawers, got some old throwbacks in here, Game Boy Color, PS1, N64, even got a Superboy. And I'll admit too, for me, it's been a guilty pleasure lately to go back and play a lot of those old retro games that I played growing up, so I can definitely appreciate when I see a collection like that. But man, Jorden M, I'm loving this style all around, and I think he did a really good job pulling together the anime art and the figures and stuff just throughout the room. Like I said, for it being primarily black and white, having those splashes of color just makes it look so good. So good job on the design here. Alright guys, that'll wrap it up for episode 232 of Room Tour Project. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget, check the links in the description down below for all the gear and hardware you saw, plus some very simple instructions on how to submit your setup if you will be possibly considered in any future episode of Room Tour Project. Check the description down below for it all. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of holiday content coming up still. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.